Taiwan is a fascinating island where technology, tradition, cultures, arts, foods, and natural landscapes are combined together. It is a small country, but you can find just about everything here. Fiol and I have met online when both of us were planning our trips to Taiwan. Now we will start each our own journeys and will bring you to enjoy this amazing trip with us. How great a trip can be, you will never know until you make the first step. My name is Anya. I've been to several places in Asia. However, Taiwan is still on my list of places to see. My journey will start from Kinmen. After that, I'm going to Taidong, located in the southeast of Taiwan. I will head towards north through Hualien, Yilan, Keelung, and Taipei to explore the natural beauty of Taiwan.
My name is Viola. I was born in Taiwan but raised in many different parts of this world. Having traveled to so many places, this will be my first ever trip to Taiwan. So I'll be looking forward to experiencing my inner roots while I enjoy this cultural expedition. The journey will begin from Penghu Island, followed by Kaohsiung, Tainan, Taichung, Hehuan Mountain, Neiwan, and last but not least, Taipei City.
Kinmen is a small island located on an important strategic position. It once suffered from several wars but now is a hub between Taiwan and mainland China. It is also a unique traveling place to be. Today, I'm going to discover the history of Kinmen. My tour guide is an architect who participated in lots of rebuilding of Kinmen historical sites, Wang Boren.
Proden, hi, you got here first.
侨乡文化来讲，因为他们一连串的连锁移民，从海外赚到变得很富裕，回到这边之后，就花很多的钱来建设他的家乡。当时是很多的海盗跟路上有很多的盗匪，所以发展出防御的一个城市的一个格局。那每个房子跟房子之间的洞距都非常的狭窄，防御的角度来讲，它是非常强烈的防御性，所以构成一个整个有闽南式建筑跟 洋楼还有防御的一个侨乡文化很特殊的一个聚落风格。
The village of Shuitou offers some of the best examples of the East meets West architecture, left behind by the wealthy overseas Chinese. Kaoliang is a specialty product of Kinmen. The sorghum liquor is the celebrated alcoholic beverage not only in Taiwan, but also throughout Asia. It truly has a unique character. Kinmen was once a military reserve. It left many valuable historical military structures. The most special ones are tunnels, and the most famous tunnel is Shishan Howitzer Front. Artillery has played a huge role in many battles of Kinmen history. Therefore, it has very important means in Kinmen. Here, gun operation is the way to keep those spirits alive. After watching the gun operation in Shishan Howitzer Front, Wang Boren is going to take me to a small island called Lieyu, a small Kinmen, so they say, to see yet another interesting tunnel.
铁汉堡。
这个壕沟以前是交通壕，那现在是串联这个瓦斯堡跟铁汉堡。最初我们设计的构想就是。 这个坑道串联不要只有单纯的一个交通性的一个功能，也可以具备很好的一个展示功能，可以像艺廊功能、博物馆功能一个功用。
This tunnel was built to connect two bunkers, but now has been turned into an art gallery and a theme park of landmines. Although Kinmen is a peaceful place now, all these different kinds of warning signs from different countries and types of landmines remind everyone that just few decades ago, it was a war zone. Back to Kinmen, I think I need to get my mind off the war thoughts and listen to some good music, so I come to Zaishan Tunnel. Yes, tunnel again. However, they found a new way to use the military premises. Now it is filled with the sounds of lovely music, not distracted gunshots. Taiwanese cellist Zhang Zhengjie and other great musicians organize here the annual tunnel concert, turning high-end classical music into something everyone can enjoy.
The acoustics here are just incredible. The sound is so pure and crystal clear, you wouldn't believe it.
For me, Kinmen consists of two worlds. One is the underground tunnels and field batteries. The other one is picturesque villages and temples. I'm sure that island is happy to leave behind its intensive military past and gradually turn into an idyllic tourist destination, Kinmen of today.
Penghu Island is an archipelago consisting of 64 small islands located on the west coast of Taiwan. Since it consists of many islands, you're probably wondering how the beaches look like. Well, imagine miles of clean white sand and unpolluted blue water, and not to mention a beautiful hot sand for your tanning pleasure. Though the weather is hot and beautiful in the summer, it's also famous for being quite possibly the windiest place in the Northern Hemisphere during winter and spring. Just like every beach-loving person and geologist's dream, this is definitely the place to be. Penghu Island is part of the protected ecological environment in Taiwan. Hence, I've rented myself a scooter that's electronically operated. I can't wait to start my journey, so let's ride on. While I was riding my scooter, I suddenly see a man in the bushes, and I just had to find out what he was doing there. Hi! 你现在在做什么？
我在扎仙人掌。
哦，那这是做什么用啊？
这个可以拿来当兵。
当兵？
这个，
哦，
你不要看它其貌不扬哦，它皮剥起来里面是紫红色，做冰很好吃，酸酸甜甜的。
这个可以做冰？ Wow, I didn't know you can make ice cream with cactus fruits. That's really ingenious. I can't wait to try some. I was then curious how this sorbet is really prepared, so he offered to show it to me. 它是这样很开的。
对，你要整颗吃哦。
我要整颗吃。
然后吃，然后舌头抵一下，它肉会化掉。因为我发现这个咬，这样看，这是成品。
哦，谢谢谢谢。
可以吗？
Oh, it's really delicious. It's perfect for the summer weather in Penghu. Oh my god, I'm gonna savor this. After having savored that refreshing sorbet, I decided to move to my next destination. However, my scooter started flashing the low battery signal, so I took the turn to stop by the nearest 7-Eleven store. At any point when you run out of battery on your electrical scooter, you can stop by your nearest 7-Eleven convenience store to charge it fully within an hour. If you don't want to wait an hour, then you can exchange for a new one. But I've got an hour to kill, so I'm gonna enjoy this coffee. Sipping on my coffee is such an enjoyment. Now that my battery is fully charged, I decide to recap my day's experience back in the B&B I'm staying in. In Taiwan, B&Bs have a unique twist to the simple accommodation you usually get. Here, they offer complete amenities as well as a comfortable stay, much like a home-away-home resort. When you live in a busy city, sometimes you're able to just lose yourself. Though, after a whole day of exploring Penghu, I feel absolutely rejuvenated and can't wait to continue my next part of this journey.
Now I'm in Taidong, the southern part of east coast of Taiwan. Taidong has developed late. Therefore, many natural sites here still remain pristine and largely untouched by the civilization. My first stop is Luyue Plateau, which is located in the Huatung Valley. I will leave you for a moment here and take off up into the skies to enjoy the beautiful views. One will find it hard to resist the ambiance of simplicity and serenity of the eastern coast. That is why many artists choose to settle in the area. Old Dulan Sugar Factory area is a great example of such free-spirited artistic community. Roman from Canada is one of the local artists here.
Hello. Hi, Roman. Hi, Emily. Thank you for having us over. And who's this little guy? Forrest.
Most of the people here grow all of their own fruit and vegetables, and they barter and sell what they need, what they don't grow, with other people. People here will always make you feel equal. It's not the same in some places in the world, but here they really make you feel that way.
Roman traveled around the world and finally found his paradise on this warm and friendly island. He now resides in Taidong and lives a peaceful life. It seems that Taidong is a perfect place if you are looking to retire. Maybe I might consider it one day.
My next stop is Kaohsiung. It takes about 5 hours to travel from Penghu to Kaohsiung by sea. During this time, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful sea view on board this deck.
Traveling from Penghu to Taiwan is easy. You can choose to travel by air or by sea. If, however, you do have a bicycle or a car, you can choose to store it on the deck of the ship. Quick and easy.
Kaohsiung is the second largest city in Taiwan. Located in the southwest of Taiwan, it has a population of approximately 2.9 million people. It serves as the biggest port for all of Taiwan's major imports and exports. I'll be looking to visit the former British consulate. I didn't even know this port was once partially colonized by the good old Brits.
I've just climbed up 998 stairs. Gone a 10 by now. Jeez, so tiring.
The former British consulate was built in 1865 overlooking the Kaohsiung Harbour. It was built to open up foreign trade between mainland China and Great Britain.
它的重要性，对我们这个重要性，就是因为它见证台湾港口对外开放，然后西方人可以开始进来我们台湾做生意。
Okay.
Kaohsiung Port was one out of 4 ports in Taiwan that brought foreign traders in. Hence, this was how the Western culture was brought into Taiwan. It was only in 1867 when the British government decided to obtain posts in this beautiful building. Well, who would have denied this a place to call home? The view from up here overlooking the sea is indeed breathtaking. Today, it is the most meaningful ancient building of Chinese history ever existed. Moving away from the British consulate, I begin to head towards the Pier 2 Art Exhibition Centre along the route of the artistic promenade of Kaohsiung. One can see the many interesting and modern artworks showcased among the walls and buildings. Pier 2 Art Exhibition Centre houses numerous up-and-coming artists' work from Taiwan. It used to be an old and forgotten warehouse. Its release for an exhibition center was brought by a group of artists who injected waves of creativity and inspiration, making this part of Kaohsiung stronger and better. My tour guide Chen told me that it's filled with tourists on weekdays as well as on weekends.
This bicycle is all handmade. All design is from Taiwan. This is made in Taiwan.
Okay, so the manufacturing technique for bicycles is very overpowering in Taiwan. I decide to take the ferry to see Kaohsiung from a different perspective. Looking out, I start to realize that though Kaohsiung is a growing modern city on its own, it still keeps its old, beautiful charm through the presence of Kaohsiung Harbor. It has been such an eventful day in Kaohsiung. This city is filled with so much energy during the day and vibrant lights during the evening. People here are just so friendly and open-minded. I surely will miss Kaohsiung, but I can't help and wonder what Tainan has to offer.
Instead of riding my bicycle, I decided to take the train from Taidong to Hualien and bring along my bicycle with me. Hualien is the largest county in Taiwan. It preserves plenty of Aboriginal culture. Taroko National Park definitely is a site you can never miss. By this time, I want to avoid tourists, to discover Aboriginals' life. And it starts from traditional clothing. Dung Dung Ho Wen is an Aboriginal artist from Tongmen tribe. He is my best local guide in Hualien.
你好，你是东东吗
Yes.
我叫 Anya。
你好，欢迎来台湾。这里是我们原住民德鲁古族的部落，叫同门部落。等一下啊，我带你去看一下我们部落好玩的、特别的。
好，我们走吧。
这个是用最传统的织布机来制作我们的那个织。
做一件衣服需要多长时间？
苎麻到做成线要7个过程，刮麻到最后要晒干，晒干以后再抽成线。做厚一点的衣服就用粗一点的线，如果要薄一点的话就用细一点的线。
Before I try weaving, Dung Dung will help me to put on the traditional clothes.
Look like a Taroko girl now. Let's do some traditional weaving.
Traditional weaving is not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of skill and strength to weave. I only had a few tries and felt like I had put my hands to hard work. I don't know how they spend hours doing this. After my traditional weaving lesson, Dung Dung is taking me to an open-air lighthouse where local Aboriginal musicians and bands perform live.
So where are we now?
我们在花莲现在最新的一个音乐聚落叫做打卢岸，然后啊这边有非常多原住民的音乐家还有乐团啊都会在那边表演，所以今天晚上是一个很疯狂的，Have fun!
Let's have some fun.
Go!
Hualien has unique mountainous geographical landscapes. Rivers flowing into the canyons make spectacular views. River tracing is quite an enjoyment because of its fresh air and clear water. I I guess that is why river racing is the most popular outdoor adventure activity during summertime in Hualien.
好美，来手，这个是我们俄罗斯的朋友恩雅，恩雅就是奥美，叫奥美。
While Aoming cooks our lunch that consists of wild boar meat, I decide to give myself a little break. After my Aboriginal hunter-style lunch, Aoming took me to the gem of the river called the Golden Gorge. Aborigines believe the Golden Gorge is where spirits of their ancestors live. It is a sacred place. To get there, it requires strength and courage, but in the end, it's all worth it. Convenience stores are found everywhere in Taiwan. In there, you can pretty much get everything you want. While I was enjoying a tasty fruit snack, I decided to text Fiola to see how she is doing.
Tainan is the oldest city in Taiwan. It's filled with rich historical culture and claims the most Buddhist and Taoist temples than any other city in Taiwan. Formerly ruled by the Dutch, Tainan's complex history of comebacks and renewals inspired its popular nickname, the Phoenix City. Today, I will be having my very own tour guide take me around all the historical sites of Tainan. First off, Chikan Tower. Chikan Tower is one of the many prominent heritages of Taiwan. It has been classified as Taiwan's must-see places. Through time, it served as the main administrative hub throughout the different occupying dynasties. Till this day, the building still manages to maintain its original look dated back from when the Dutch first built it. Fascinating, isn't it? Heading on, Mr. Lee is going to take me to the Grand Matsu Temple. The Grand Matsu Temple of Tainan was the first officially dedicated Matsu temple in Taiwan.
所以老师，为什么台南那么多古迹呢？
台南是台湾地区的文化古都，也可以讲文化首都，所以它最主要的有古迹多，譬如说国家一级古迹赤坎楼，再来庙宇多，当然我们后面的这个大天后宫，当然第三多是什么？小吃美食多。哎，
现在讲到小吃，我有点饿。
又可可了，是不是？
对，很渴啊。好。
Completed in 1666, Tainan's Confucian Temple is one of the oldest and historically important buildings in Taiwan. The temple served as Taiwan's first official school. Like many other historical sites in Tainan, it still retains its original form. Confucian temples have always been the center for cultural learning amongst the Chinese communities. Mr. Lee's last tourist site for me is Anping Fort. There were many forts built by the Dutch in Taiwan. However, this was the first ever fort to set foot here. It took over 10 years to build this fort, and I couldn't help but wonder why. Perhaps it was the fact that bricks used for the construction of the fortress were imported all the way from Indonesia.
Tainan is the oldest city in Taiwan. Having been to so many historical sites, I'm really inspired culturally. Not only does it have ancient buildings, but as well has a little bit of touch of a modern side.
Sennong Street is often considered to be the best preserved street in Tainan. It is without a doubt one of the many cultural zones to see here. You can find lots of unique art here, from handmade paper lanterns to glass-making creative experts, as well as unique sculptors. With its old-style housing interior, it's already a place for distinctive photo ops. The Sitao wetlands has more types of mangrove than anywhere else in Taiwan. Behind the Dazong Temple is a green tunnel formed by 4 types of mangroves found in Taiwan. If you're looking for some real green scenery, this is definitely a place for you to catch.
Here I am in what the folks here call the Green Tunnel. It's part of the protected ecological environment in Tainan, and it's filled with mangrove swamps. If you're not up for ancient buildings and historical sites, well, then you can take a lovely ride on this relaxing boat.
Sitao wetlands form a tropical scene that makes you really engage in Mother Nature. It's nice when you're looking to get some fresh air. I've never felt more relaxed here on this boat. What an enriching day has been, from Mr. Lee's insightful tour of famous historical sites to the greenery in Sitao wetlands. Tainan is just filled with rich historical culture that makes you want to know more of this old but charming city. Ah, what a trip it's been so far. Now it's time for me to soak in this picturesque sunset.
Qingshui Cliff Concert is set between the mountains and the ocean. The sound of the sea waves mixes together with the beautiful music, which creates unique, unusual, and amazing auditory experience. Yet another fascinating concert in unusual surroundings. I'm attending another unique musical concert. Last time it was in the tunnels of Jinmen, this time by the sea. I wonder how it feels to listen to music in such beautiful natural surroundings. This is Qingshui Cliff Road, which connects Hualien and Yilan, and considered to be one of the most beautiful coastal cliffs in Taiwan. Qingshui Cliff is located in the southern part of Suhua Highway, averaging about 800 meters above sea level, is the highest coastal cliff in Taiwan. With a portion built alongside very steep cliffs high above the Pacific Ocean, it is a dangerous yet scenic drive. It is regarded as one of the most famous scenic roads in the world. To recover after a long time ride and regain my strength for the rest of the trip, I decide to go to a recreation site to recuperate. My poor feet deserve some good rest after riding a bike for such a long time. But what am I waiting for? I can just get in and enjoy a good swim. Different from other springs in Taiwan, Suao Cold Spring has a spring water temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. If you're ever in this area, you can come here and enjoy a nice, pleasant swim.
Taiwan's high-speed rail has shortened traveling time for the people looking to travel along the west coast of Taiwan. National Geographic Traveler recommends you to travel Taiwan by high-speed rail. It has been voted one of the best-coming winter trips of 2013. At your own convenience, you can choose to take your own bicycle on board, as there's plenty of room for luggage space here. Hence, I'll be enjoying this easy ride from Tainan to Taichung. This is Taichung. It is located in the middle part of Taiwan and it's the third most populous city with a population of 2.6 million people. The weather here is not too cold and not too hot. It's a perfect day today to be exploring this wonderful city.
Here I am standing at the National Taiwan Museum of Fine Arts, and it is one of the most important cultural centers in Taichung and as well as in Taiwan. Right now, I'm going to take you to discover one of the many places that we're going to see. Hi, 你好，你是 Brian 吗？
是，我是 Brian。
我是 Viola。
哎，欢迎到台中。
啊，谢谢。听说台中很多特色的那种汽车旅馆。
对。
你可不可以带我去参观一下？
可以。那我们现在去参观我设计过的汽车旅馆。
好。
Brian is an interior designer who has designed many motels in Taiwan. He's now going to take me to one of Taichung's most famous motels. I was told that this place is almost always fully occupied.
那为什么这个汽车旅馆会变成一个台湾的文化？
我们的汽车旅馆也是源自于欧美，刚开始的时候也是在高速公路的沿线，但是到发展到变成说这个都市里面的一个需求，可能有情侣的，那可能有生日的，那可能会有聚会的，等等，它有一点点的由来跟接近地方的特色，但是它又可以往比较健康的地方去发展，是还蛮好的。
Motels in Taiwan are used as an affordable alternative for people who want a taste of expensive kind of luxury living lifestyle. Most motels are famous for their modern and stylish design that would make anyone feel comfortable to stay in. This is Hehuan Mountain. It is 3,416 meters high and is situated right in the center of Taiwan. Like many high mountains, it snows during the winter months. This is a place for many Taiwanese to enjoy this beautiful backdrop. While everyone's asleep at 5 a.m. in the morning, Taiwan's steepest bicycle race held in Puli is just about to start. There will be 2,000 racers taking part to complete a total journey of 55 kilometers along with a 2,800 meters latitude bicycle race. The highest point of elevation is at 3,275 meters, which runs along the number 14A provincial route, where the finish line lies. It's definitely an event not to be missed. And guess what? I've challenged myself to participate in this hard, long race. From this bird's eye view, you can see the final 2 kilometers left of this race. By this time though, it's almost impossible to catch my breath.
Do you see that? That's the finish line. I was told that the last 2 kilometers is the hardest part of the race. And now the weather's getting really cold. It's time for me to finish this hard and amazing race. Oh my god, that was one crazy race. I can't believe I just finished it. Taiwanese people are sure passionate. They'll never stop to challenge themselves.
I can say right now I'm feeling pretty great about this achievement. I decided to send a text to Anya to share my day's experience. I do wonder how she's doing now. Hopefully not freezing like I am.
Keelung is the second largest port in Taiwan. It's located in the north part of the island. Here, they host the annual Ghost Festival and a large-scale universal salvation ritual, which is called Pudu. Hello, we're in Keelung for the Ghost Month celebration. What is the Ghost Month? It's like Halloween in the West, but here it lasts for the whole month. The ghosts come out of the gates of hell to stay here with us, humans, and enjoy life.
behind me is a beautiful, bright, colorful ghost temple. Today, we're gonna see water lanterns, parade, and maybe some ghosts.
The Ghost Festival in Keelung lasts for a whole month. The pinnacle of this festival is on the 14th of the 7th lunar month.
Everyone is so excited, so enthusiastic about this parade. I've heard they've been preparing for 2-3 months or even longer. People love this festival. The city community does everything to keep this tradition alive. Isn't it great?
In the evening, there is a large-scale procession of releasing water lanterns. Water lanterns are the highlight of the procession. After procession, water lanterns are burned and released into the sea, helping lost ghosts find their merry way home.
Taiwan used to be a busy town due to its mining and timber industry. Today, it has now become more of a touristic site. Originally the homeland of Taiwan's Atayal Aborigines, they were forced out of their homes when the Japanese invaded Taiwan. After the Japanese invasion, a group of Hakka families chose to reside here. And so, Taiwan gradually became the home of many Hakkanese.
Taiwan's Old Theatre is one of the few remaining wind cinemas in Taiwan. It was built to accommodate all the coal and mine workers back in the days. Its backdrop posters are perfect for film studios. It is no wonder why many movies were filmed here. Want to savor some Hakka cuisine and watch a good old film? This place hits you right in nostalgia.
The Old Theatre really gives a melancholy ambience. I began to wonder what this charming old place had to offer for the people here back in the days. It's amazing how some places still remain deeply rooted to their tradition. Ginger lily rice dumplings are one of Taiwan's specialties. I can't wait for Mrs. Peng to show me how these rice dumplings are wrapped and ready to go.
好，你今天来，我教你一种很特殊包法，是我取我们内湾。告诉你，乡下的人阿婆们很会包粽，100个阿婆有100个方法。不过呢，我这是取他们所有的精华，又快速又准确的一个包法。来，
好，所以阿姨，我想问你，你包一个粽子需要几秒钟呢？
大概10秒钟。
哦，这样很快，很快，
超快。
那我们就来包吧。
好。
It's really not as easy as how Mrs. Peng makes it look. Wrapping a decent rice dumpling when you're not as skilled and experienced as she is takes quite a bit of time. It took me about 5 rice dumplings to really get the hang of it. Even then, my dumplings were not as perfectly wrapped as Mrs. Peng's. I decided to text Anya on yet another skill I've learned so far. Many say that Taiwan brings you right back to nostalgia. With its peaceful surroundings and fog-like weather, you can feel a slight mystery in the air. If you want to experience a serene atmosphere and a 60s feel, Taiwan is a definite place to be. Taipei is the capital city of Taiwan. It is the largest city here and is the heart of all political, economic, and cultural matters. There are many must-see places, and the convenience of mass transportation here makes it easy for you to travel.
I decided to meet up with Viola to share our each own travel experiences over a hearty bowl of danzai noodles, which is one of the culinary musts in Taiwan. This place sells a wide selection of delicious Taiwanese fare served up with traditional warmth. It is so wonderful to meet up with a friend, enjoy a good meal in a home-like atmosphere in a foreign land.
Taiwan is home to some of the best night markets around Asia. You can find pretty much anything, from inexpensive clothes and shoes to the vast variety of food you can find. People here are highly passionate about food. Taiwan has been well known to create some of the most prominent small eats and famous drinks that have taken food culture in this world to another level. Well, enough of this talking. Anya and I are really hungry from just the sights and smell. If you're wondering what the nightlife is like here, around the Taipei 101, there hosts many different types of clubs and lounge bars. After having filled our tummies, Anya and I decide to loosen up to have a bit of fun. We were told that brown sugar is one of the many hotspots to be around Xinyi area. This area is well known for its many popular clubs and lounge bars. If you're looking to have some fun, this is a place not to be missed.
For a traveler, if you love active sports, enjoying to explore nature and meet interesting people, that's the place to come.
Taiwan is a beautiful country. In terms of Mother Nature, it's a gem in the heart of Asia. Having traveled to so many places, I find that this place has lots of historical traditional culture to offer. Throughout my whole experience, I've made new friends and even made Taiwanese specialities. All in all, I would definitely recommend you to come if you're looking to escape from the hustle and bustle of the city for your peace of mind. Wouldn't you agree?
I think if you find time to come to Taiwan, I guarantee you would fall in love with this beautiful island.
Cheers to that.
Yes.